Hey friends, how are you? So, the energies are freaking weird right now. I don't know if we're actually like getting closer to justice. I have a fake YouTube channel right now. Justice just flew out with the 9 of Wands. But they were kind of upside down with something blue. And an apple. I mean, I feel like they are doing the darkest dark right now, okay? Like, commands that were called in earlier today was to remove all AGs by force, because Bill Barr is still acting as AG underground, and he is not an attorney general. He is no longer recognized by the United States of America. Pam Bondi is like half-ass acting as the AG. She's just recently, I've started to see her moving into crime operations with these fucking idiots. They're just going to scapegoat her. I mean, that's essentially what they're going to end up freaking doing. Right now, everything is still a mess. So let me just see like what's coming in like near future for these freaking idiots. Bill Barr was ordered to go on the mic today and to explain the genocide operation and its connections to his project, which is Project Bluebeam. So he was commanded to go on the mic and explain the genocide operation under his project, Project Bluebeam. He was ordered that today. That was around 3 p.m. today. Maybe a little earlier. Okay, so that's what happened. That was today. The feds are a freaking mess. It is coming to light just how bad their crimes are. Because I think initially it was just like the Manhattan feds were a mess. We had an idea that Texas was kind of messy. We had an idea about California, but now it feels like it's a lot more feds than we realize that really fucked up our country. That they were a part of these other operations. It's coming up right now as the Oath Keepers, which I knew was like super concerning, because when the list came out about the Oath Keepers, I was like, they're not firing anybody. They didn't fire any of them. It came out that they were in all of these positions, in all these government agencies. I never heard anything about firings after that list came out. Right now they are asking for them to mark police stations if they're QAnon police stations or not. And they're asking to have cards for people who are QAnon so that we know who they are. They have to be, and that's after they're stripped of their uniforms and their jobs, because they're not allowed to go near anywhere. That's kind of the orders that are coming in. Now, in the same interim, Dumpy Dump's commanders are reversing that, which are all Russians. Okay, they're Russian commanders. So it's basically a coalition between Dumpy Dump and Team Russia, and then they threw in Crazy Kimmy in there with freaking Mattis, and then they threw in some Saudis, anybody, any morons they threw in. They're on Team Stupid, so any morons that wanted to jump in on their freaking neuroweapon train, the dehumanization train, they're on Team Stupid. That's where they're at right now. So we have to figure out now who Team Stupid is, and we have to get them stripped from every single position that they're working, okay, right now, because they're not recognized by the United States of America. Donald Trump was already stripped of his citizenship, along with all of his cabinet members. First cabinet members and second cabinet members. Now, also on the back end, everything, what was it? Something that was reversed back to 2016. I think it was something, I don't know if it was connected to the feds. Something got reversed back to the year 2016 before the election, and it was directly tied to Trump. So I have to think about what got reversed back. I don't know if it was legislation that got reversed back. There's so many commands that come in. It's like all day long. It's just like, it's like nonstop. Like today I'm trying to pay attention and do some things for my kids, and in the back, in my earpiece, it's like freaking Nazi Germany going on. And they're all like, you have to remove this. You have to remove them. You have to, it's like, it's fucking insane. Like, it's literally like, it's freaking awful. It is freaking the devil card. And Team Stupid wants a war. They want a war, okay? They're down. They love their weapons. They want their neuro weapons. They want to dehumanize us. They're gross. They're soulless. They've killed so many people already on Team Stupid. They have killed so many babies and children already. They are freaking lawless. They don't freaking care. I have to remember what they reversed back to 2016, because Trump was not the president, okay? So it's like everything connected to him was reversed back because he was not the president. It was a I'm hearing a rigged election for 2016. So everything has to default back. I think it was something with the military operations defaulting back because of everything he did to the military. It's something like that. Because he fucked shit up. Everything he did to our federal agencies, like everything he infiltrated, everything has to go back to before the 2016 election. It was something like that. It was something like really big. Also in the military portals, it was commanded back that they have to get everything back to the way it was in the military portals to where it was in August 2024. So everything has to go back, because when he got in, they basically started deleting records and doing whatever the F they wanted. They started gutting the Pentagon and doing all of that stuff. So that all the military records have to go back to August 2024. They're also saying something about 2023, because that's essentially when we were fully infiltrated, was the end of 2023, because they freaking last ditch effort handed me the keys and said good luck, and they pretty much, like, I'm not even gonna say what they did to me. They were kind of holding a secret that I had this power, so that I wouldn't know who I was. And they did it intentionally to overthrow the country and to weaken me and to weaken us. So a devil card coming in, that was all part of Donald Trump and Putin's plan to continue overthrowing the country. So when they found out how high of a rank I was, they started to bring in all of these people to do death magic on me, death work. So that was where all the MK Ultra came in. MK Ultra is death work, okay? It's death rituals. It's death contracts. They're selling your soul in another dimension and killing you off, okay? And they're doing it to a lot of things. Like Air Force was trying to kill me. I was shown who my killers were. I don't know if it was intel to show me who they were, but I know everyone who tried to kill me. And I know how much death magic they do on me around the clock. They put a warlock in my freaking earpiece, and he talks very low. And if I listen closely enough, he's saying, I call in Satan, I forgo God, I give my soul to Satan. Like, he's saying shit like that in my energy field. That's how sick this group is, because they want to sacrifice you and they want to take away your free will. They want to take away your will to live. These weapons are deadly. They have been ordered to be shut down every single day. I want to say on the hour. And Donald Trump and his little peons are defrauding me around the clock. They are getting paid billions of dollars. They pay out every person $500,000 to go after me. That's the standard, is $500,000 to go after me. How desperate of a loser would you have to be to pay out that kind of money to destroy someone who defended their freaking country? Not once, not twice, who earned 4 Purple Hearts, 2 Medals of Honor, a sicko. He's a fraud. He's a fucking fraud, and he knows it. The reason he's afraid of me is because I know the fucking truth. And he paid billions of dollars to cover those truths up. Billions. And now they're trying to dissect my brain so I can't put X, Y, and Z together to prove who he really is. That's how sick they are. That's him and Crazy Kimmy and freaking Putina. Anyways, God's going to deal with him. God is going to deal with him the way that he deserves to be fucking dealt with, because what he has done is so dirty and so ugly. When the declaration of war gets out to the fucking masses like it's meant to, because they shut down my video, made it out to 700 controlled Russians. When my video reaches the masses, or when the declaration of war that I have called in through my videos on TikTok and YouTube gets put into place, the masses will be dragging him from his little toupee, dragging him through the dirt, because the truth's gonna come out how disgusting he is. It's going to come. It's way worse. It is way worse than anyone knows. It's so much worse than the Epstein shit. It is so much worse. So much worse. Anyway, so the devil card keeps popping its head out. The biggest thing is they've messed with the chain of command, which is all by design, so that the right people will not get the information. That's why we have to separate. It's Team Stupid and Team USA. This is where it goes. Okay? You're either on Team Stupid or Team USA right now. And Team USA follows commands. They follow my commands, not the dumpy dump party, not the freaking Russian roulette morons, okay? They follow my commands. So, they're still, his feds and everything they have it so that it's like they're still gonna do the investigations according to by the book, even though they're not doing it by the book. They're getting outed now that they never followed protocol. So now they all know they're getting charged. They're gonna say, oh, we were following commands. No, you weren't. So now they got all the feds on the fact that they didn't follow fucking standard protocol to investigate subjects that they're murdering. So now it's getting really bad for the fucking feds because they didn't follow my commands, and now they're getting outed for not following fucking protocol for standard investigative work using neuroweapons that are banned globally and were never approved, and for allowing a fake president to be sitting in the White House and conspiring to defraud our country by the hour. Not only that, it's coming to light all the fucking drug deals they let slide by and who they quote unquote framed to make them look like heroes, El Chapo, when they now know they're all getting outed and it was all a fucking job. So the feds it's getting worse by the fucking hour for the fucking feds. It's fucking insane. You know what's so insane too is like I said, I've said this on many videos. Joe Biden was fair to them. I'm not fucking fair. I'm not fair to them. If you fuck up once, you're out. He would give them a lot of chances. He believes in like the good of humanity and stuff like that. I used to be like that. I'm not like that anymore. I'm not like that. Now that I know who this group is and how deadly they are, I'm not like Joe. I'm not like him. But he's fair. But he also makes sure that it's like very thorough and like they get a fair shot. And then, and so I don't know, maybe his way is going to work and these freaking people are really going to get outed in a way that is so freaking bad because they just didn't do the right thing from day one. But I just feel like, but to what extent? Because now all these people have died because of how slow this has been going. At their freaking feet, how many children were fucking killed in the Pentagon? How many children were killed for XRP week? How many more children were murdered because nobody is freaking following and enforcing my commands? And are they going to be charged with all those crimes? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Those feds are getting charged. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, they are. So let me just see if there's any other guidance and messages right now for the freaking collective. So I have Rod Rosenstein popping up, little douchebag. He still has his hands in this fucking nasty. There's crime monies around him. I think he's Jared Kushner connected, and like he might be Black Cube connected. He's the crime guy. He's crime database. So he is the one that intentionally endangers all of Donald Trump's blacklists. He endangers them. He puts them in the fucking database and lets the freaking crime bosses fucking take their picks and fucking eat at them. And that happened to me. They put me on the crime database. They put my name on it and it was all a job. It was all an inside job. Moon card. A lot of people don't know that I know that. I know everything they did to me. I know everything they did to me. Let me see what else is coming up. So Rod Rosenside is coming up with the crime database and how they have endangered Trump's blacklists. And that's how all the crime families have gotten involved. Some crime families were smart enough to fucking dip out and others not so much, okay? Some crime families tried to make it work. But at the end of the day, they're crime. They're fucking crime. So, like, you know, whatever. So, let me see what else. Well, you know, Joe Biden was working on with the crime families also. He did give them an out. These are things that no one knows other than me. Maybe Obama might have an idea, but who cares about him? But you know, he was working with them. He was working with them on new ways to make money that they didn't have to kill people. That was something that he did out of the kindness of his heart. He gave them an out. He gave crime families an out. So, yeah, just something to note. He was trying to get them to do the right thing. I don't know. And not all of them did that. I haven't seen, none of them did that. But a lot of people don't know that about Joe. They don't know that about what happened, okay, behind the scenes. A lot of people don't know what actually went down. Donald Trump likes to run his mouth and talk shit, throw out all this right-wing smear campaign crap that they pay billions of dollars for, which is all foreign monies that are endangering Americans every day just to smear people like Joe Biden and me. Disgusting. They are freaking disgusting people. They smear me on Gossip Girl with all the fucking federal agents. So a lot of stuff that we were trying to fix, a lot of things, okay? And now that Joe's out of that seat, obviously it is a lot harder right now to try and fix things, or to get the proper communications out, because at least he had a freaking microphone and could actually convey operations, agendas, like, you know, declaring war against Vladimir Putin. He had a microphone to be able to do that, which was very important at that time. But right now I don't have a mic. I can't get a mic, and they're cutting me off from everywhere. I can't get my shit on TikTok. I can't get my shit on YouTube. My Patreon, I think, is all freaking crime. I don't think they're real people. I can't go near Instagram because of Zuckerberg blocked my Instagram because he's Meta, and Meta was forgoed. He is no longer the owner of Meta. Elon on the back end is no longer the owner of Twitter. They're not allowed to own our social media. All of them were supposed to be removed from all of the social media because they are not allowed to control the media. Because we're in America. We're in America. I know. It's fucking new here. We're in America, freedom of speech. You can't control our freaking social media unless we are like intentionally creating these false narratives like Joe Rogan and staging events that like never fucking happened to make an audience believe that like their government is out to fucking get them. No, that's not happening. And there's a lot of issues with a lot of them, like Charlie Kirk, I know there's an issue with. There's an issue with whatever that freaking girl's name is that's defrauding freaking Candace Owens. There's an issue with her. There's an issue with Joe Rogan. There's an issue with Alex Jones. And there's one other person. They're saying it's Teal Swan. She definitely was fucking rogue as a F. She was definitely a Russian asset. I knew that from day one. She's trying to smear women who are for equality and acting like we're talking about comparing our physical strength to men's physical strength. That's not what equality is about, Teal Swan. Okay? That's not what we're doing. called basic fucking human rights. Anyways, she was just put in place as a fucking rasset. But I think there was like one other person. Definitely not. I know the Tate brothers were ordered to be shut down. All their shit was supposed to be down already. Anything misogynistic, anything that's in line with Trump's freaking right-wing crap, his communist crap. All the crypto guys were supposed to be gone. Cryptographers on the back end have all been ordered, have all been charged with war crimes, for biohacking the DNA, and for the crimes of the murder crimes on the back end, because it's all black market. All of their, they're saying XRP, but it's all black market crypto. It's how they're selling and buying us on the back end. It's all crime. All of that was ordered on the back end to be shut down already, including all of the execs of the New York Stock Exchange were already, they were already supposed to be removed by force. They were supposed to be removed by force weeks ago, before XRP week. And then we watched all the fucking kids die in the flood, whatever, the camp, all that stuff. And there was other stuff that happened on the back end because they were killing more children that week for XRP week. So, yeah. So they were already ordered to be shut down. So Wall Street is a freaking mess right now. Goldman Sachs was ordered to be shut down. They lost their operating license. Stephen Miller and Steven Mnuchin, they were charged on the back end with war crimes, conspiracy to defraud the United States of America. They were ordered to pay back, I want to say $1 trillion to the black budget. That was their orders on the back end, and to be freaking killed. Let's see what else. I know Bill Barr was ordered to pay, and George W. were ordered to pay back $2.3 trillion to the Pentagon for 9/11 crimes. And then I know there were also orders on the back end they have to pay back the entire black budget since 2016. They have to pay all of that back. So anything they use out of the black budget, and all those budgets have to be reallocated to a real U.S. military for people who are actually on the team USA, not Team Stupid. So just so you guys know, for the actual USA military, they have been commanded to freaking follow commands, okay? And to remove Donald Trump by force. They've also been commanded to remove Putin by force. They are not supposed to be following any other commands right now. They were all supposed to be removed by force if they're not following my commands. They are not allowed to use neuroweapons or anything that violates any human sovereignty or freedoms. So they're not allowed. No USA military is allowed to use any invisible weapons on anyone, because they want them banned globally. They're banned globally on anyone. If they want to kill, or if they are ordered, I can't even say that. Right now, the US military is only ordering, like, the commands for the US military. Let me back that up. Right now, the only orders for the USA military is for them to follow the orders for people who have been sentenced with war crimes. And that is coming in through the military portals, my military portals, okay? Through me. That's the only commands they're allowed, and they're not allowed to use any invisible weapons to carry out those orders if they were charged with war crimes. They have to use physical weapons, handguns, pistols, rifles, whatever. It has to be a physical gun. That is Team USA. They have to use physical guns, because all the other systems have to be shut down for Team Stupid. They have to be gone globally. So we have to shut down all their space stations. We have to get Russia out of space. We have to get China out of space. We have to get Elon out of space. He falls into all those categories anyway, because they're all his clients. All of them have to get out of space. We have to shut down their freaking weapons because they're deadly. They're deadly to the human race. Okay, they violate our freedoms, and they're part of a dehumanization agenda and a genocide operation. And so all of their invisible technologies are banned globally. So Team USA military cannot touch those weapons because they are not on Team Stupid. They have to freaking be working against Team Stupid. Okay? And Team Stupid is all part of the techies, because they all are made billions of dollars off of these mind reading technologies and the freaking disease technologies. So basically right now, as far as their technologies are and how advanced they are, they can give anyone they want a disease through their technologies. And they can do it around the clock. They can put them under military systems and around the clock give them different diseases. And that's why they have to be banned globally. Because, and not only that, a freaking somebody who's fighting for justice, for example, an actual real cop, not a Trump cop, but like a real cop who's fighting for justice, anyone with an invisible technology system can shoot the cop dead in the middle of the street and they won't even know who shot them. How stupid is that? That's why they're called Team Stupid. So Team Stupid doesn't have common sense because they're fucking soulless robots right now. So it's like, if you're on Team USA, you can't, they don't go together. They don't, Team Stupid's over here, and then there's Team USA. So if you want to be U.S. military and get paid as U.S. military, you can't be near Team Stupid. You have to understand where their freaking one world order is taking everybody, and it's to our fucking graves. So we have to deal with that right now. I think half our military's already been freaking infiltrated and are on Team Stupid anyway, so we have to release all of them. And now we have to bring in new military and train them to be able to battle Team Stupid. So I have to get all new freaking commanders and all new generals, because all the other generals looks like they're all freaking Bush's generals, because they were just put in place for oil deals. So let me see if there's any other messages right now. I have cheer up, living in the moment. I don't understand that at all. I'm honestly getting a whole other message. This Team Stupid is looking for our fucking nuclear weapons right now because they're fucking on Team Stupid. And like their biggest threat is like, if you don't go with Team Stupid, we're going to blow up the world. That's what they've been going with for the last fucking 2 years. And many people believed them. So now they're all on Team Stupid for believing them. All of them decided to make decisions that they didn't have the rank for. They all went above my rank. They decided to go with Team Stupid. Whatever. I have to deal with all the freaking idiots every day. So, I guess right now we just have to just keep plugging along. I don't even know if this is going to reach anybody that even it needs to reach. I have like a lion reverse. That's the Lionsgate portal. There is something about losing money in this portal. Like the wealth has to leave. It's something like that. I just saw all this money like pour out, like out of a vault, like all the money has to go. It feels positive though. Like it feels like it's a good thing. Like the banks are going to lose their money or something like that. It's something like, I don't know if it's exactly that, but it is something where it's like the money is like falling away from them in some way. Like they're not going to get money. They're not going to get any more fucking money. They're like, today they're desperate. They're looking for gold right now. They're going to do a whole Putin deal, a gold Putin deal, which they already did the first time to save his ass when he went broke for his freaking made up war against Ukraine because he's just batshit fucking crazy. And he got his fucking magical African gold. So they're like on the hunt for gold right now. Gold was shut down on the back end. They're not allowed gold. No one's allowed gold. They were supposed to shut down gold, so they can't get any monies. They have to shut down all of their freaking monies. So maybe that's what we have to do, is shut down their fucking monies right now, because they've gone rogue. They have gone fucking rogue, dissecting people's brains. They're freaking not right. These people are not right anymore. So I will leave you guys there. Thanks so much for your patronage. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll talk to you all soon. Take care.